into the J Spot, replacing your G Spot every Thursday from 6 to 7, giving you real relationship talk, real relationship drama with the best night of your life. Your host, Jay, and Simply E, hold on, get ready to enter the J Spot on IntellectualRadio.com.
Good evening, and welcome to the best night of your life. Woo! You have entered the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time. Guys, on IntellectualRadio.com, we are an iHeart station. Guys, I'm your host, Jay. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, go to our page and like our page go to our page and like our page, the J Spot. Go to Instagram and like and follow us there, the J Spot. Also go listen to Twitter, follow us there, the J Spot, and then go to right around the corner, boop, boop, boop. Go to Instagram and YouTube, you guys. YouTube. The J Spot Radio. Subscribe to our channel there. Guys, we have exclusive footage and content that is only there. We have some hilarious videos, so check them out. We're not putting them on Facebook because I need y'all to go to YouTube, like and subscribe us there. Help us get our numbers up over there, because we have a whole separate party over there that's going on that is not on Facebook. And then go to TikTok, like and follow us there, the J Spot. Jay is spelled Jaye. Guys, turn on the notification bell for all platforms. Thank you all so much for allowing me to join you on your ride home, as you cook dinner, as you help the kids with the homework. Listen now, you all, you please make sure that you help these kids and make sure check their book bags, because listen, one of my little sweet babies, my little bonus babies, listen, I swear, every time I talk to this child, he ain't got no homework. I'm like, how do you not have any homework? Every time I talk to this child, the teacher didn't give us no homework. I'm gonna have to ask his mother, listen, are you looking up under his bed and under his sheets and stuff? Because the last time I checked, you 6 years old. Listen, that's when you get a lot of homework. You should be working on your ABCs, your numbers, working on how to write cursive and stuff like that. I know you got homework. I know good and well. So you all, please check on your kids and make sure that you are staying in tune with what these little people got going on, because every time I turn around, I'm just like, you ain't got no home. Like, it's like almost every other day, he ain't got, where your homework at? I don't got no homework. Yeah, I'm gonna fix his little end. I'm gonna have to put a notification in my phone so I can call his mother. I can remember to call his mama and tell his mama, you need to make sure find what his boy homework is, because he always saying he ain't got no homework. So make sure you're checking on your kids and just, seeing what they got going on. Not only homework, but let me say this. It's random book bag check time. It's random check your kids' room check. Listen, if you don't randomly check, it's just like when you for people that these jobs, certain jobs, they do random drug tests. Parents, we have to start doing random room checks. You have to check your kids' room, check everything, check up under the mattress, check up under the bed, check everywhere, check in their drawers, check in their book bags, check in the closets, check everywhere. Now you may be saying, Jay, what are we doing all that for? What am I checking for? Here's the thing. When you find it, you will know. You'll know exactly what you're checking for when you find it. Hey, pretty Tasha, how you doing? When you find it, you will know exactly what you are checking for. So that's what you do. You check. Some of you all may say, Jay, that is, I'm not doing that. That is a violation of my child's privacy. Say what? How many bills they paying up in the house? Because I know when I was coming up, this is what they told me. If when you grown, you got your own. So when I got out and got my own place, I didn't have to worry about nobody going through my stuff. Again, when you go to your jobs, most of these jobs, listen, they have random drug tests. You have to randomly go in your kid's room and find out what they got going on. Because see, here's the thing: they can tell us one thing, but then they be living a whole different life. So you have to find out who your kids really are. And sometimes the only way to find out who they really are, you have to go in there and you have to be able to find out what they got going on in their rooms and stuff. Again, you don't have to ask them for their permission because you are the parent. This is the time where we got to get out of we and our friends, we trying to be our kids' friends and all this other stuff. No, 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 no. Not today, we not. We're going to go up in there. We're going to check and we're going to see what they got going on. Cedric, you're saying, how old is he? He's 6. No, he's 7. He's 7. And every time I turn around, this joker ain't got a lick of homework, just none at all. But again, when you checking in these rooms, you need to make sure to find out what your kids are getting into. Now, some of you all may, if you are cringing when I say go in there and check in your kids' rooms, you really gonna pass out when I say this. Sometimes it's okay. If your daughter has a diary, it's okay to read, skim through it. Just skim through it. Just, gotta see what's going on. You gotta look in it. Just skim and see what's going on. Why? Jay, why would I do that? Why would I do that's my daughter's intimate thoughts? Well, what if your daughter is having thoughts of suicide? What if your daughter is going through all these things and she has not talked to you about it? That's what you're going in that to look for. Now, you may see some stuff about her talking smack about you. You just gonna have to take that to the Lord in prayer. That's between you and the Lord. But you looking through there to see what is going on with your child and if it's anything that you need to address. Now, I know. Listen, we are all righteous and we all do the right thing and we believe in privacy. Well, y'all believe in privacy because I don't. I need to find out what's going on. And again, you should know, as once being a teenager, all of the stuff that you go through. Listen, these folks be going through a lot. You don't know what they're being pressured at school to do. If somebody is bullying them, you just don't know. But if you get in a habit of just randomly doing a sweep, you will find out. Also, look in there. Listen, open up the emails and the computers and the phones. Look through that stuff. See, I said this before. You looking through your man and your woman's phones. That's not who phone you need to be looking through. You need to be looking through your kids' phones and finding out what your kids are up to. That's whose phones we need to be looking in. Listen, put a pause, flag on the play on looking in your man phone and start looking in your kids' phone. Flag on the play when looking in your children's phones, and looking in your woman phone and look in your kids' phone. Hey, Adrian, how you doing on YouTube? Hi, honey. Hey, everyone on YouTube. So listen, look in your kids' things. Don't sit up here. Listen, it's too much going on. It's an invasion of privacy. You don't have any privacy. If you ain't paid for nothing, you don't have any privacy. Everything that you got is mine. You just renting it. Didn't you read the fine print? You are using this. This is not yours. Look on that. You and my phone. You and my phone. You and my phone. Whoa. Let me pull up the bill. Whose name is this? Yours. Okay, so that means that the phone that's in your hand is mine. So we have to, again, it's something that a lot of parents may be uncomfortable with because we want to be our kid's friend. But what if you that one parent that said, you know what? What that one parent that's just crazy enough to just listen, you know what? That chick is crazy. That Jay is crazy. But you know what? I'm gonna go ahead up in my kid room and I'm gonna look through this stuff. Cause I know that Jay, she don't be talking about nothing. See, that's why I be listening to her, paying attention. Cause that's all she do. She talk loud and just be talking crazy. But as you up in there looking in your kids' stuff and you find that, you like, oh my God, I did not even know this. Oh my God, are you serious? You gonna thank me later. So you can talk about me and say, that ain't not say you ain't got. Listen, the only person I trust is the Lord. Everybody else, you got to look and find out what's going on. That's just that. So, guys, that was my tidbit. That was my PSA for the parents. That was my house cleaning tip. Let's get this show rolling, guys. We have a great show lined up for you tonight. We have great hot topics. Listen, we're gonna talk and we're gonna talk and we're gonna talk some good stuff. Listen, have your fingers ready because I'm gonna tell you right now, some of the stuff that I'm gonna say tonight, somebody gonna get mad in their feelings. Go ahead, y'all know what y'all do. Block. You gonna get mad and in your feelings, unfollow. Go ahead on because I knew as I wrote, I was like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. The little side was saying, Jay, don't say. I flicked it on off. I said, no, 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 no. Oh, we saying that tonight. Oh, we are saying it tonight. So listen, speaking of, we are saying it tonight. Let's just get right into it. Now, listen, I do a little celebrity news here and there and here, there and here. Listen, what do you all think about this foolishness? See, we have this going on, this everything with Diddy, all this foolishness with Diddy. Now, what I want to know is, listen, Diddy ain't the only one. We constantly are having other big wigs that are being accused, being arrested, but not receiving that Diddy treatment. So this is just one of the latest that we have stumbled across. So the former Abercrombie and Fitch CEO Mike Jeffries has been arrested on sex trafficking charges. You heard me. Former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, Mike Jeffries, he was arrested on sex trafficking charges. Now, these are the same charges that Diddy was brought in on. And now I know you guys may be saying, Jay, I ain't heard nothing about that. I ain't heard nothing. Yes. Why not? Can anybody guess why we have not seen pictures of Mike Jeffries plastered all over the internet? Why we have not seen the feds raiding Mr. Jeffries' house? Why we have not seen anybody pulling endorsements from Mike Jeffries? Why have we not seen that? Why have we not seen the baby oil and the whips and the chains and all that other ish that this sex trafficker has in his house? And let me just put the cherry on top. Why was Diddy's bail denied? But guess what? Yeah. It gets better. Mike Jeffries made bail. I wonder why. I wonder why sex trafficking Mike Jeffries, former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, why did he make bail and Diddy is still sitting in jail? Y'all go ponder that. You all go ahead on and ponder why Diddy will be in jail for how long? We don't know. But guess what? Mike Jeffries, former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, he made bail back at the crib, chilling with his family. Listen, picking up business, picking up right where he left off at. Why is he not America's number one target? Same thing. Why has his house not been raided? Jay, everybody know Diddy. Listen, Mike Jeffries got more money and more power than Diddy. Don't get it twisted. Let's not get it twisted. Let's not act like we don't know what the obvious. Absolutely, Cedric. He is the right color. He is the color that gets the perks. He's the color that, listen, ain't gonna do no wrong. You ain't got no fair charges. They ain't kicked your dough down. You ain't lost no endorsements. They not dragging your name through the mud like the dirty dog that you are. They are not making memes about you. They ain't doing nothing. The news ain't talking about them. Nobody's talking about them. but everybody talking about Diddy. All right. Everybody talking about Diddy, but good old Mike Jeffries, he done made bail. Listen, he will be there at the head of the table carving the turkey for Thanksgiving while they pushing Diddy around in jail like a turkey. But I digress. We're going to go head on. So I'm just going to put that out there and we're just going to let that marinate in the atmosphere. Marinate. We're going to go head on and let that roll. Now, listen. Speaking of marinating and let that roll, you all, what do you all think about now? Listen, let me just put the disclaimer. Let me just put what everybody gonna say that I'm not trying to hear before they even say it. He grown, he can do what he want to do. That's his money. You know, why y'all always in people business? You in it too, because you can hear what I'm saying to respond to say that. So that's why we in it. What do you all think about Dwayne Wade? You all, I don't know. You know, Dwayne Wade, he is planning on launching his own nail polish line. You heard me. Dwayne Wade, he plans on launching his own nail polish line. Fellas, I want to know how many of you are going to support Dwayne Wade and purchasing nail polish from his nail polish line, because he says that he plans on launching a nail polish line. So what do you all think about that? Fellas, are y'all on board with that? When I read that, I said, you know what? I think Dwayne Wade, he has, you know, they been took his family jewels, they been took his chestnuts and just crumpled them up and, you know, just turned them into confetti. He no longer has any chestnuts down there. You know, you think that they did something to, and I ain't gonna talk about a minor, but I'm gonna keep on going and I'm gonna stay straight. But I'm gonna talk trash about the daddy, that grown man. They done took him in their hands, just and decided to just put him in a grinder and make him to confetti. They put him in one of them paper shredders, and now his testicles, okay, are nothing but confetti. Because I said, what in the sweet mouth? Now listen, if you're sweet, you're sweet. Now for those, listen, he can. See, that's what's wrong with the world. A person cannot even express this. Save it. Save it for those. Listen, save it. Go buy his nail polish. Go over there. Tell it to him, because I don't care. Okay, say what you want to say. It's too much. It's too much. Cedric, you're saying Dwayne always been an undercover chunk. Yes, he has. Yes, listen, that chunk. Okay, that chunk has been in a trunk for a long time. That chunk, that chump has been in a trunk for a long time. And you know what? Listen, my thing is this: Dwayne, just kick the door open, because I'm tired of this. Just kick the door open. You said ever since he was at Rich South High School, nobody in the. Here's the thing. I couldn't even imagine. Nobody even associates Dwayne Wade with basketball anymore. Does he even play anymore? Is he retired? Like, what happened to all of that? Like, I feel like his whole basketball career, his whole identity had been overshadowed by everything that his child, and I'm saying that because, you know, listen, whatever they decide to you refer, I'm gonna say your child, everything that his child has been through has overshadowed his career. Like, again, I don't even know, seriously, is he retired? What is he doing besides, you know, launching a nail polish line? I think that's cute. I hope that he matches the, you know, make the matching lipstick, you know, because I'm definitely gonna buy, you know, because listen, he needs some sweet energy that way. So I'm gonna definitely buy some of that sweet, you know, nail polish. But it's like I'm looking at him and I was looking at pictures of him and I'm just like, yo, it's so sad that like once a prominent basketball star, I mean, I remember people used to be rocking with D Wade doing this, and then all of a sudden there was a shift. Cedric, you're saying he's in the Hall of Fame for what? What? So is he retired, Cedric? He's in the Hall of Fame. What is he doing in the Hall of Fame? Because I don't know. Again, it's sad because that legacy will always be overshadowed now by all of this other stuff that he has going on. And, I think that it's just, it's not a good thing, but like everybody will be so quick to say, to each his own. We always trying to down somebody. We're not trying to down nobody, but we also know that we're not going to be falling for the foolery either. So with that being said, it's just like, I don't know now, but Dwayne, listen, I know that again, his family jewels have been put in a grinder and that paper shredder, and they've turned it on high, and now it's just confetti. What's left of his family jewels are now confetti. And I just, that way of life and that thinking and that agenda is definitely becoming contagious. So we definitely have to make sure we stay on our P's and Q's, y'all, because listen, the force is here, and that foolishness is kicking the door down full-fledged. Now, speaking of kicking the door down full-fledged and foolishness, child, what do y'all think of this? Now, again, this is the last piece of celebrity news, and I'm going to go ahead and move on because I got some other foolishness that we have to talk about, other precedent business at hand tonight. But Oprah Winfrey, Queen Moneybags herself, the Queen of Money, okay? They're saying she is reportedly leaving her 4 dogs $30 million in trust. Y'all heard me right. 4 dogs, $30 million in trust. Now, let me go ahead on and say this. That's how money she can do what she want to do. See, that's what's wrong with people. They always trying to spend somebody else's money. Listen, stifle yourself, okay? Stifle yourself, okay? All right. But for the rest of us that feels like, you know what? See, this is some foolishness. And you know what? What would it be like to be rich, that, literally you got money to throw away? Because that's literally what you're doing. You got $30 million. $30 million to just throw away on some dogs. Yes, I know they mean a lot to you, but $30 million worth of a lot to you. So you riding down the street and your heart is not compelled to just do something for some homeless people. Your heart is not compelled to just, God, let me just go bless people with, this money. Let me just go do something nice for some random strangers. But I'm compelled to leave my dogs $30 million. Yeah, I don't want to. If I ever got that type of money, I say, Lord, please bless me to not forget people. Please bless me so that I don't be so high caught up with my nose in the air that I forget what matters. Because I believe, like, and again, here, let me say this. She doesn't owe anybody anything. I can say that for all of the ones that's her money. She made that money. She don't owe nobody nothing. You are absolutely right. But dag, a nobody, owing a nobody nothing, and you still gonna choose some dogs over people? I don't ever want to be like that. Like, I don't ever want to get to a place where I'm valuing, Jaye, those her dogs, those could be like her kids. They could never be her kids. She didn't push them out. She didn't give birth to them. They could never be her kids. They are not human. Listen, and I know that we have our attachments to our animals, so this is not a bash against animals. Listen, love them, kiss them, whatever makes you happy with you and your animals, you do it. What I want to focus on and we're going to stick to is, how do you value animals, your animals, over people? Like, I don't that's the part I don't get. Like I said, there's no judgment. It's not, because people can do whatever they want to do. That's her money. Listen, like Bobby Brown said, that's my money. I made this money. You didn't, right, Fred? We out of here. It's her prerogative to do whatever she want to do with her money. I just want to know, why did your prerogative choose dogs? Like, you couldn't go and buy a couple of little villages in Africa and, in Congo and, help a bunch of people out over there. You couldn't do that. I mean, maybe you are doing that as well, but this is what got out. Your dogs. Your dogs. Cedric, you're saying that's why we kicked Harpo Arse out of Chicago. Listen, I'm not mad about that, because I just, like, where is our humanity? Like, God, I'm like, when the more money a lot of people get, the more that they forget, everyday people. You forget the struggle. And that's the thing. It's just like when you climbing a corporate ladder and, you got $2 more than the person that you know. Let's not forget where we came from. Some of us done made it up out the hood, or some of us, we went from having one meal a day. Now we can eat all the meals a day that we want. Now we look down on the people that only eat one meal. Listen, don't act like you ain't never been in the one meal place. Don't get too high that you forget, listen, where you come from. So it's like it's like a certain level. We have to always remember to have a certain level of humility, and, just remembering, like, man, look, I've been through this and I've been through that. Let's not forget that, like, and let's not, be resentful of the things that a lot of us were blessed to make it out of. It's just like we look at that struggle, and yeah, nobody wants to go back being there. Adrian, you're saying she's for self only. Absolutely. That is definitely a for self move. Let's not get in a position where we are, only doing for self, but we forget about everybody else. Listen, on that list, I'm telling you, back then, this some of the best days. Let me tell you, on that west side, baby, listen, I'm telling you, back in the day when my knees was good, baby, when I can rock a stiletto, listen, woo, I'm telling you, you don't want to mess with me. I'm telling you, before I was always cold and cold-blooded, but you know what I'm saying? Listen, when I didn't mind going outside and having everything, listen, I'm going to tell you, look, I'm going to tell y'all a little secret, okay? Yes, you may see some pictures of me out here dressed like a $2 hooker, okay? But you might, okay? You might. But I wasn't charging 2, I was charging 5, okay? Tell you like that, okay? I'm going to say it again. You may see some pictures. I mean, my club days when my knees was good, baby, looking like a $2. Baby, listen, used to slide on past Bishop, because, I didn't want to think I was trying to be out there and be one of the girls out there, just slide on by like, yeah, because, can't get caught up in this ish. Baby, let me tell you something. $2 hooker pictures, see, because here's the thing. I'm telling you like this. If I ever became rich and famous, see, I already know people gonna be like, because I hear she thinks she innocent. Listen, look, I'm just glad. I always say, Lord, thank you for not letting social media, Woo! Be out back in the day. That's all I can say is, Lord, thank you. You are so good for not letting the shade room be out. You so good for not letting camera phones be out. You know what I'm saying? He's so, listen. So if you wasn't there, you missed it. You missed it. You missed it if you were not there. But listen, I get thankful. I get really thankful. Cleo, you said you was wearing flats. Yeah, Cleo, you don't even know. I'm gonna tell you, listen, you better ask somebody. Listen, over there, listen. Hey, when Lady Lotus get here, listen, that was my running buddy, baby. Listen, we was out there in them streets. You know what? But again, that was back yonder, That was back yonder. But don't forget your $2 hooking days, okay? Some of us, they didn't listen, now y'all pledging and all this other stuff, and your principles, and hey. Y'all know y'all was down at that Freaknik. Listen, see, those the folks that I'm talking to right now. See, because we sit up, we look high. Listen, you got PhD behind your name. You got doctor in front of your name. Baby, you was a hooker out there too. Don't listen. Dr. Hooker Thompson, Dr. Hooker Wilson. Listen, don't even try it. Look. So stop getting all the way up there and looking down. If you know that you done been out there, listen, all we can do is just be humble. You know what I'm saying? That's all we can do is just be humble and just remain humble, because you know what? We got to just be thankful that ain't nobody called us on our ish, okay? So that's why you have to make sure that you are doing the right thing. Don't get out here, now you done made it all. You with this label, and you got this Fortune 5 company. Yep, got this Fortune 5 company. Listen, listen, for the dudes, listen, y'all, you reformed drug dealers. Listen, don't try it. Don't try it. Now you living out there in the suburbs, and now you too scared to go on. I don't even mess with these hood. Hey. You still got some hood ninja residue on you too. Don't even try, because your child support paid up now. Now you want to act like you better than these ninjas up here. They on that child support and all this and that. I could never be on no child support. Yeah, you glad because you done paid it off. Now you trying to talk crazy. Simmer down, brother. Simmer down, because you was out there. Listen, you was out there too. You listen, you had that little pink girl, and you had her out there on Madison and Kilbourne trying to slide your. No, just do my friend. He gonna give you $50. Yeah, you knew what you was out there doing, but I ain't gonna say nothing now, because like I say, now now you a plumber, now you an electrician, and you in the union and all this other ish. But now we gonna look down. You gonna look down on everybody because they out there, because they doing what you was doing 25 years ago, and they record it, because it wasn't no recording back 25 years ago. So, but now we gonna judge everybody. We sitting down, yeah, that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. She got on this, and they doing this and they doing that. Y'all remember when the Bulls won? Y'all remember when they won the first time, how y'all told Madison to Pulaski up? Y'all know how y'all told 69th and hosted up. Y'all know how y'all turned it out. Don't act like that. Don't act like that. Don't act like you weren't on the cars, popping it in. And when what was the sound? Boom, 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 boom. Somebody dropped that. Y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all. It's time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator. Don't act like y'all wasn't out there, because y'all already know. Y'all already know. Yep, Cedric, you said, why you telling on me? You said, shush. Hey, Erica, how you doing? Y'all remember that? See, it was that was a time when you had to be there. But now, again, so now we don't come from all that. Now, Y'all see these new people out here. Y'all see these new people and they out here struggling. And so now we gonna judge them. Like again, just like you wasn't out there hooking, like you wasn't out there boosting and stealing and all that, you doing all that. Just be thankful that you didn't get caught. Now, instead of looking down on people, now it's time to go back and now you got to help them out. Cleo, you're saying, yep, stay humble. Absolutely, because listen, the foolishness is real. So instead of us looking down and turning our nose, now we got to go again. Just every time you see one, I'm out here like, woo, Lord, oh my God. That's all I do. I ride past, I be like, woo, child, Lord. When I be seeing some of these videos, I be like, woo, Lord. That's all I can do is get excited. Because technology was not what it was today. Woo! That's all I can do. So if you ever think that, I'm sitting up here and I'm thinking I'm better than something, or I think I'm innocent, listen, honey, listen. My name out there, listen, I don't listen. Okay? Look, my sister is saying, hey, Lee, my sister saying LMAO. Listen, everything is real. But look, now this response, thank you for the stars, Cleo. This response, though, this is for the reformed hookers and the reformed streetwalkers and the reformed drug dealers and all the reform boosters, because now everybody got these degrees, they business owners and stuff like that. Let's not look down and let us not forget what it was like. Let's not get too high up there, like I said, because some of y'all still got the razor scratch from when y'all was out there doing all that fighting. Some of y'all still got the stab wounds, because some of y'all was just really, really about it. Some of y'all still got the shiners from. Listen, I'm telling y'all, I'm so thankful all the black eyes I had done healed up. You know what I'm saying? Because there wasn't no makeup that good. You get out there, you be like, dang. When you supposed to duck and then you gonna still be sitting there talking trash, how you gonna be talking trash? You ain't got hit in the eye, you still talking trash. And y'all thought I learned my lesson. I didn't. I did not. Just, now I'm just, I'm like, now I just call the police or I just sue, because I'm like, I don't heal like I used to. So I can't be sitting out there like, my ovaries and my eggs are like depleting at a rapid rate. So like, I don't have time to be arguing and getting myself all upset and things like that, because my lifespan is not, as long as it used to be back then. You have to cherish every moment, because, diabetes can creep in, high blood pressure, hypertension, all of that stuff. Like, so you're not worth dying for. So, yeah. So so like arguing with somebody, yeah, I got to watch my sugar level. I got to watch my stress level. Like, I need to take it easy, because what it look like me arguing with you, yeah, and B, and then I just stroke out now the left side. No, it's not, no. Now you got more on the line. You don't heal like you used to. All of this stuff. It's just like, it's not worth it. Erica, you said exactly. Cedric, you said Jumanji to that ish. So that's all I'm saying. So it's like, now that we are the ones and we've made it, or we're doing better than we were 20 years ago, 25 years ago, we're doing better. Let's not now take that and look down and forget where we came from. Let's not look down. Hey, Pretty Tasha, you're saying right. Let's not look down on where we've come from. Let's not make it seem like we're better than these new people today. All I can say is, let's be thankful that we made it out before this foolishness for this recording ish was a thing. Let's just be thankful that the Lord, he fixed it for us to not let technology have been advanced like it is today. Because I'm telling you, some of us, listen, some of the ish that happened back then, we would have never, ever come back All I could do is pause and think about all of, when you think of all of the foolishness. Yep, all, and I do mean all of the foolishness that went on. Like I say, it's no time for judgment. No, no, no. No, 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 sir. No time to judge. All you can do is just be thankful that you made it through all of that foolishness. So with Oprah, leaving all of that $30 million to her dogs and stuff like that. As I said, listen, with all due respect, it's her world. You can spend your money however you see fit, but just looking at the situation, ma'am, you could have, there were a lot of other choices and a lot of other things that you could have, chose to um put that money to good use. So again, let's not get too high that we forget how it is to be in a bad spot. Let's not forget to, remember how it was. And here's the thing also. Y'all may give me a little pushback on this, but it's okay. I feel like if you have a gift, it's okay. Like, we have to make it regular. Let's normalize blessing people. Let's normalize doing that, because everything, if you got a gift, you have a gift. I know we are in business, and we doing our thing and all this and that, all this other good ish. We are doing all of this. We doing it. We just doing it well. But you know what? If you a business owner, why can't we grab somebody under our wings and like help them get their business started? I mean, why can't we? Charity begins at home. So why can't we go out and just bless somebody? You don't have to give it all away, but just remember when you were in position and when you were building your stuff, and if you just had that one person that believed in you, have took all for you. If you had that one person that would have looked out for you, if you would have had one person that would have helped you out or that would have believed in you, how much sooner would your business have kicked off? And then some people may say, see, no, Jay, the things that I've been through, that's what built character in me. And that's why I am how I am. That's cool, and that's a valid point. But again, at some point, if you had somebody at some point that reached out to you, that did something for you, that helped your business, and there was no charge attached to it, I mean, I feel like we need to start giving back. Again, you don't owe anybody anything. This is not about owing anybody. This is just about paying it forward. And I don't feel like we as Black people pay it forward enough. It's just like we just get there, we make it, and we do, listen, I made it, and that's just it. And skip the rest of you all. It ain't my fault that you ain't got this, and it ain't my fault, and it ain't my fault. Ain't nobody saying it's your fault. But if you can at one point find it in your heart to just be like, man, I see this young person over here trying to do this. I see this young person over here trying to do that. Or I see this person over here trying to do this. Let me share some knowledge. Let me offer some assistance in what it is that I know. Let me do it, and do it out of a kind heart, not doing it expecting to get something back from that person. Just do it because you know what? It's the right thing to do. And guess what? Somebody's going to be in position to do something amazing because you chose to, stop looking so high and stop expecting a paycheck for everything. Again, I understand. Listen, everybody busy. These business owners, people pay me $200 an hour, $300 an hour for my service. Okay, that's good, ma'am. I'm glad you're making $300 an hour. I'm glad you're doing all of this. When was the last time you gave back? When was the last time you took that $300 an hour gift and just gifted that to somebody? When was the last time you did that? See, nope, we ain't gonna talk about that. Hey, Kachia, how you doing? We're not gonna talk about that though. See that, because that's too much. And ain't nothing in life free. You gotta work. Da, 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 da. Yep, I heard all that. We always hear all that. So let's just come with something else. But I feel like we should definitely, let's do a little bit better. Let's try to go back to, like, let's remember what it is, you know what I'm saying, to just, like you said, yes, Cedric, let's pay it forward. We forget that. Thank you again for the other stars, Cleo. Yeah, you guys, listen, if y'all send me some stars, need some more coffee, please also do me a favor. Go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I have the barcode is circulating around on the J Spot page, and it's also in the group. So definitely do me a favor. Go and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that we can go ahead and hit our mark so that we can make it happen. So now listen. Speaking of making it happen, and we met our mark and this and that, and we hoping that Miss Oprah do leave some money for some humans and not leave, she left 30 for the dogs. Can you leave the rest of it? Because $30 million is chump change compared to what she's sitting on. So may she leave the rest of it to some poor struggling Africans somewhere that needs her help with no strings attached. Don't be trying to, put them in bondage because you done gave them a couple of dollars. So may she be, may that be put on her heart to do something useful and helpful for Black people. Hopefully, we can pray and see, how well that works. But listen, speaking of praying and hoping that the right thing is done, what do you all think about this? Now, look, lady, she's out on a date. Now, see, I understand, fellas. This is a situation that kind of makes me, all you can do is scratch your head sometimes when you hear things like this. So the young guy, he's out on a date. So he's messaging this chick that he's getting to know. And so he's trying to take her out on a date. So he's texting her. And so he's trying to take her out. So he shared the text thread. And she's asking him, she's like, take me out where? He's like, I'm a gentleman. You can choose any place of your choice. Now here's where it go wrong at. She replies, it would be nice if you could give me some money. I'm going through a lot and I have a child to provide for. This man ain't even ladies, come on now. Listen, this is a new chick. See, this is one of these new people. See, this is why I say we got to get them. Listen, we got to get them and just talk to them. Thank you again, Cleo, for the stars. All right, Cleo. Look, Cleo over here starring it up today. But listen, you all, this is why we have to talk to these new people. So please let there be some older aunties, some aunties in this young lady's life that can pour into her, because this right here, if I have to say myself, that is the poorest, most pathetic form of dry bagging. Like, that ain't even dry bagging. I just don't understand. This guy is trying to, as he said, he's trying to be a gentleman, and he's trying to take this young lady out on a date, and he's giving her the option to choose which place she'd like to go. And what this heifer replies, it'd be nice if you just give me the money. I'm going through a lot and I have a child to take care of. Well, my response would be, listen here, Wayne. Excuse me, she may be a young. Listen here, Missy Pooh. Listen here. Look at here. Get off this dating website and go get you a job. And if you do have a job, you need to go get you another one or pick up some extra hours at the job that you have until you work your way out of the situation that you're in. Because, yes, I feel bad. Listen, I want everything to work out for you and your child. But that's your child. I didn't lay down. Ladies, listen, new chicks, I gotta tell you, this is what's wrong with a lot of situations. These dudes don't owe you Nathan. They did listen. if they didn't get the pleasure to skeet in you, and that's not their child, you cannot listen. You cannot. And don't have the nerve, the audacity. That's broke ninja stuff. No, boo. You're broke. You broke and you begging. You can't be broke, begging, and then calling somebody else broke because he don't want to share his coins with you. Because listen, you are a liability. If I, as a dude, would have read that, I'd have been like, oh, see, I like stuff like this. Let me know who I'm dealing with right up front. See, young man, you avoided a whole pit, because I'm going to tell you what she was going to do. She was going to suck your soul. And now, listen, now you're stuck. Now you can't get away from her. Now you can't leave. Now you're giving her all your money and you doing all this crazy stuff because she done put it on you. So you did good, honey. You avoided it, okay? You avoided that pit. Because that's what she is. Listen, she already got her hands out. And listen, she begging twice for her and her crumb snatcher. Yes, I said it, your crumb snatcher. Because listen, she's trying to snatch the little crumbs that this brother got in his pockets. Adrian is saying, LOL, block her. Yes, you have. Look. Cleo is saying, I'm learning this star stuff. You're welcome. Great job. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Cleo. Cedric, you're saying McDonald's on Western and Jackson is higher and you need a positive refer. Why you gonna sit down to McDonald's on Jackson and, man, wait a minute. Not doing it. When you are in position, ladies, young ladies especially, listen, sis, listen to Auntie Jaye, okay? Because listen, I'll be saying this all the time. I know y'all wanting me to shut up. If your stuff ain't together on your own and you got a kid, you don't have time to be outside playing and trying to get caught up and put yourself in position to make another one. You already can't take care of the one that you got. So you need to focus and rearrange your priorities. You got to stay away from these dudes and focus on getting yourself together, because that's how you ended up with the first one. So now is the game plan to get another dude and potentially get knocked up by this dude, and hopefully he'll take care of the baby that you got from this dude? Is that what the goal would be? Because at this rate, it's just like, we have to stop making it seem as though this is normal. Like, you begging people to take it, begging strange men. It's like the worst thing. I mean, I don't understand it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just cut from the wrong cloth. But when I say I despise having to ask anybody for anything. So it's a really hard thing to, just say, you know what? This person got to give me this. He don't owe you nothing. You owe yourself. You owe it to yourself to get it together so that you and your child can be on the same page, so that you and your child are in position where you can make things better for you and your family, because that's what your obligation is. Nobody is obligated to take care of you or your kids. If they did not lie down with you and create that kid, that's not nobody else's responsibility. So we got to get better at, just embracing our responsibility. So baby girl, stop with all that. Let that go. Get off of their dry bag and get off these dating sites, Tinder or whatever, which black people meet, hook up, bangum.com. Get off them sites. That's how you got that one right there. Get off them sites and listen, get on some other sites and figure out how to upgrade and how to update your resume and how to do things that's going to put you in position to better yourself. Because again, nobody owes you anything, and stop asking these dudes for money. Listen, you gotta stop asking these dudes for money, and you gotta listen, you gotta level up, and you gotta pull your own weight. Okay, because again, nobody, and I do mean nobody is responsible for taking care of you and your kids. Because the next hot topic, because listen, you got dudes out here that think just like this. So now listen, you all say ye this. The guy says, what are your thoughts on this? Stop going out on dates if you're not ready to have sex. Cause see, dude would have been wrong if he would have said, you know what, you need some money for you and your baby. What that mouth work like? What that throat do? What you don't see? He been wrong had he did like that. But see, she came out. Listen, ma'am, you came out sideways. So now, if he responded sideways, now everybody in their feelings because he don't responded sideways. But like, she kicked it off. But what do you all think about this statement? The guy says, listen, if you not ready, if you not planning on doing the horizontal mambo, stop going out on dates. He said it, and he said it with his chest. If you're not doing the horizontal mambo, don't go on no dates. Hey, Leo, how you doing? You saying Tinder, they're saying if you don't. He's saying, listen, he ready to pick you up. He said, but get ready. Because if you're not ready to be like this and kicking a field goal at the end of the night, don't go on no date. That's what this man is saying. Do not go on a date if you are not planning on doing the horizontal mambo after that date. Now, look, I say this, sir, look, we don't have time. Look, we don't have time for this. Cleo is saying what that tonsil do. And you have guys that are out here like listen, I believe this is a movement. This is a movement from dudes that don't get none on a regular basis. Listen, because here's the thing. I don't believe that this is coming from a dude that, listen, they throwing that thing at him. Those are not the dudes that are that have this type of message, because they getting it all the time and they getting it on a regular. So anytime I see this type of post, I know that it's from a dude that, abuses himself with his hand on a regular basis, and he tired of abuse. Listen, the inside of his hand is, the skin is chafing off of his hand because he done abused himself so much because he not getting on a regular basis. So that's why he sits up here and he typing that question, typing it with one hand, because the other hand is red from him, abusing himself. So he abuses himself with that hand, and then he got to type with the good hand. So that's who's making those type of posts. So let's just put that out there, ladies. So rest assured that the dudes that's getting that thing through at them and they dodging it, they like, man, they getting so much stuff. They getting that hoo-ha through at them. They feel like they're in a matrix. And look, they trying to dodge some of that Smith. They throwing that thing at them left and right. But then you got these lonely ones that, he done finally got a chick to agree to go out with him. And, now she ain't gonna give it up. Now he mad. So now he takes to social media and he posts that. That's the dudes that post this. Those are the dudes that jump on this and agree with that. Pretty Tasha is saying, I let a guy know up front that I'm just dating and not into having sex, so that he will know ahead of time just in case he into that. I don't do casual sex. And Leo is saying the Matrix. Absolutely. Look, because here's the thing. Again, if you going out on a date, so let me just say this. That is That is unrealistic. Listen, don't know about, look, again, I can go out and eat by myself and ain't got to worry about you in your bad body odor, you with your low self-esteem, you with it. I ain't got to worry about nothing. And I will have a peaceful meal and go back home. Ain't got to worry about all that. You got to know these chicks, they not worried about that. See, this is a conversation for the new chicks. But the women that, the good and grown women that got it going on, we're not worried about you taking us nowhere because we're going anyway. We're going anyway. Whether you take us or not, we're going to go. If we want shrimp and we want to eat the whole bear claw and all of it, we're going to go. We don't care. And we're not trying to figure out when you going, oh, he going to take us out this. We don't care. We going. We going to call the girls up and we going to all be sitting up in there at the table, chilling, splitting the check and enjoying ourselves while you sit at home. Kachia said, be by myself, eating good. Yes, you're sitting there, listen, got it going on while you're at home, lonely, abusing yourself with your hand. That's how that goes. See, you at home, you holding on to, see, this is the thing. You got the hand closed and you got it closed for a reason. You at home, ain't spending no money and you ain't getting no hoo-ha. All in the same rib. See, you let $20, you would let 60, 80 bucks keep you at home in the house abusing yourself. So that's who those dudes are. So just know that, ladies, don't feel bad whenever you see this foolishness. Just know it's from a dude that abuses himself and he ain't used to getting no hoo-ha. That's the only dudes that are saying this type of stuff. Again, notice that I didn't say broke. Nothing to do with broke. It's the dudes that don't get it, because you still got some dudes that got money that are just as lame as all outdoors, and they at home getting no play. But from the five fingers, they listen, they getting a 5-finger discount. Air rip, that's all they getting, because they corny and they don't listen, because they done got too caught up in having a couple of dollars and now they oozing. Listen, you can't be a corny jerk, okay? You can't be a corny butthole. You got a couple of dollars and you think somebody finna bend over backwards because you got a couple of dollars. They ain't gonna do nothing but try to find a way to sift it out of you just to avoid from spending some time with you. So fellas, look, ladies, don't feel obligated to, and don't feel like you have to live under this notion that you listen, if stop going on dates if you're not ready to do the horizontal mambo. Just know, just always keep this in your mind. Jay said this post comes from a dude that abuses himself with his hands and then wash the abuse off. That's who this post comes from. So you just look at this type of stuff and just keep it moving. Guys, we're going to take a short musical break. And when we return, we have more hot topics to get into. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. You're listening to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time. Yeah, they are.
I get so lonely, can't let no anybody love me. You are the one that lives in me, my dear. I should never feel lonely. You don't ever wanna spend some time. I want your love in every drop of a dime. You see me calling, you should come running. Quit all that stalling, my body's calling. I got downtime, out of time. This could be so perfect for one hell of a night. Think you got a secret keys, Henny cold in my cup. I just wanna slow this on you, baby, we can turn it up. You had your chance, no second chances. This love I have is not for play. Under no circumstances, I'm in need of romancing. Pick up the phone, cause I get so lonely. Can't let no anybody love me. should never feel lonely. Lately your love has been on my mind. Obviously busy, I wanna unwind, fantasizing, thinking about you. Imagine all anticipating is about to go down. I get so lonely. Don't leave me waiting up for you. I get so lonely. You had your chance, no second chances. This love I have is not for play. Under no circumstances, I'm in need of romancing. Pick up the phone 'cause I get so. I get so.
Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time. Guys, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, you all. Go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot. And Jay is spelled
Jaye.
All three. While you're at it, boop. Listen, you all, let's focus on YouTube. The J Spot Radio YouTube.
She been acting up on YouTube, y'all. She been acting up.
I'm telling y'all got to go over there because that's the only way you're going to see the videos. Listen, the foolishness is real. So you got to go to YouTube, like and subscribe to our channel, and y'all going to find out all the foolery that is going on.
And don't just watch the short, because the short is just a piece of the whole video. So just go on and click videos and just watch the videos.
Yes, I got a nice little playlist. The foolishness is real. Amen. The J Spot Radio.
That's what you should name it.
What?
You know how they'll pay, the people will put like vlog. Blah, blah, blah. You need to put the foolishness, because I know you got the one with eating.
That's okay. That's what I'm have to do.
Dysfunctional eating review.
Yes.
You need one called the foolishness.
Okay, and that's something good. Okay, so look forward to the foolishness. I'm gonna have that channel. I'm gonna put that playlist, and it's just gonna be pure foolery. You got to check out my dysfunctional foodie review. It's and listen, it's dysfunctional.
We ain't even gonna talk about that 33-cent check. Go see.
Listen.
Go see.
That's all I say. See, Lady Lotus dropping them jewels.
Go
the
see
J Spot Radio on YouTube. Like and subscribe to our channel right now. Also go to TikTok. Like and follow us there. The J Spot again, guys. Jay is Jaye. Now listen, it's just me, but sitting next to me, we got esthetician.
Ooh.
Chandler.
Hey.
Mother of a group of cool dudes.
Hey, y'all.
And a little lady.
Missy Woo Woo.
Lady Lotus. How you doing today?
I'm fabulous, girl.
Good, girl.
I made it through traffic without calling somebody up head. Because I will call you up head real quick. If you don't know it's the D word. Yep. Head real quick.
Let him use you however he sees
Especially when she ain't in the car, because when she was about 2, she was like, "Icky," and I'm like,
"Oh,
say that. I can't say that in the car, Lord. I can't say it. Don't blow your horn at my mommy."
That's listen. Hey, my little friend, how you doing? Hey, group of cool dudes.
We got
happy belated birthday.
I was just about to say we gotta give
a
big shout out to Mama Marie. Turned 62 yesterday. Y'all.
Happy belated birthday, Mama Marie. I saw you out there. I'm like, listen. She better be glad I ain't see her when she come back up for the holidays. I'm gonna have to slap on them thick old thighs. Them thighs getting thick, Mama Marie.
Girl.
Thick in the thighs.
Let me tell you, I'm so proud of her. Look, I'm the proud mama daughter. My mama is getting her first apartment by herself, y'all.
Congratulations.
And my mother has never lived by herself.
Man.
Never. Then people don't understand that empty nesting stuff. But I'm like, okay, if you need me, I'm here. I'm gonna get you a big picture to put on the wall, a life-size picture of me, Father and Cordell.
I'm listening. I'm
so like, if y'all need to go spend a night, roll on down to Texas. Holla at Mama Marie.
I'm gonna be feeling her legs like this. I'm like,
Girl, she
kinda
thick.
thick now.
You remember that girl was a size one,
Yeah,
a size two?
Girl, you all thick and stuff. Look,
That's that Texas water. You see Marissa?
call me. Look, Mama Marie, call me. Call me Mama Marie. Listen,
And they down there getting thick in all the right. My little sister is thick in all the right places. I'm like, can you please don't drink faucet water? I don't. Well, stop buying groceries out there.
Well, Thickum, listen, Mama Marie, happy belated birthday.
Happy birthday, mommy.
Mama Thickum, that's what we gonna call you, Mama Thickum, straight up in here. Now listen, you all speaking of Mama Thickum and straight up in here. Look, you all, I know listen, some of y'all may have went on ahead and went with the Lord and done just went on ahead and just unsubscribe and unfollow, told me to be quiet, whatever it is you want to say. You know, it's okay. Just come on back now.
Right.
Just come on back. But what do you all think about this foolishness? Now, look, when I say foolishness, what do you all think? Listen, they're saying if a husband has to beg his wife he's begged his wife several times for sex, for the horse. I got to remember not to say the word. And she refuses. Does he have a right to go outside and get it from somewhere else? And then I want to throw another part in there. And then, do you believe that withholding the physical affection, withholding that horizontal mumbo from your partner, is that a form of emotional abuse? So it's a two-part. So the wife has said, I'm putting that thing on lock, and you can't get none of this nitty cat. That you not gonna get this knick-knack over here. You won't be snacking over here. Is he allowed? And would he be wrong for going and snacking somewhere else? He like, listen, I got married so that I can get all the treats and the snacks that I want. Okay? I want all the snacks. And you gonna tell me that I can't knick-knack on your snack?
Give a dog a bone.
So he gonna go find another one. Is he wrong for that? And is withholding the knick-knack, is that a form of emotional abuse? What say ye all about that? Lady Lotus, what say ye?
I feel like it's a lot of abuse. It's mental abuse, physical abuse. You know, his little sack is filling up and it needs to be released. Them little cheerings is in there like, let me out.
Yeah.
Give us free.
Help me.
And you know, for them, they just get in there and they just be like, whoa. And that hurt. You go get a man blue balls. So I think it's all type of abuse. I don't feel like because you can't have your way withholding things from someone, whether it be you can't see your kids, you can't have this, or you tell your kid I ain't giving you this or that. I feel like it's wrong in all ways because you're trying to use power. And then to not think that he not going to go somewhere else and get it. You got another thing coming. Because if you're not giving it to him and you constantly telling him you can't have it, and this man have needs. Now, I'm not saying he right. I'm just saying who could blame him. Now, is you withholding for a year? Did you withhold for 2 weeks, a week, a month? Now, if it's a week, sir, sit down somewhere. Just wait. She going to let her head down. She going to give it to you. But now, if it's been 2 months, 3 months, and he looking at you like, babe, you ain't touching me in 6 months. Don't you think that man feels like you don't want him? Men feel like, unattractive. You're not attracted to me anymore. You don't want me anymore. So that's the mental abuse of it. Because if he don't touch you, I'm not pretty anymore. Did I gain some weight? What's wrong with me? I don't feel good no more. My walls done caved in. I'm not totally turtly enough for a turtle. Am I not turtly enough for you? Turtle. So yeah, just because he's a man, it doesn't mean that, he doesn't have feelings and all those things, and you shouldn't be withholding stuff.
Cedric said, hey, L Boogie, and he said, you
What
straight?
Up? I'm cool.
So now look, we got Adrian on YouTube. She's saying, I love it here. And then she said, he shouldn't cheat. So Adrian, what should he do? So I need to know. So listen, first of all, before I answer, I have a few questions. So Leo is saying, yes, that's abuse. He's saying, yes, that's abuse. Horizontal mambo abuse. He said, don't abuse me. So now I have questions. Okay. First thing is, why is she withholding
Exactly.
the goods? Because I can't see. So are you in the doghouse? Did you do something to
Provoke this.
get the horizontal mambo? Did you do something to just get the padlock just she mummified up in that bad boy? She got
pulled
on
out the chastity belt. We forgot about them.
just like this. What did you do? Okay, that's the first thing. Did you do anything? Maybe have that conversation to figure out why is it not. See, why is the first thing? Oh, well, does he have a right to go outside? No, wait, first let's figure out what happened. That's the first thing. Is she sick? Does she have any health conditions? There's a reason why you're not getting it.
See, when you use, I guess I'm just a word player. When you say withhold, then to me that means she got a reason behind her method and it ain't good.
Right. I mean, you've got caught doing
but
something.
it's just not. If it's just not happening, then it could be some mental things going
Did
on.
you lose? Listen, did you gain weight? Because again, fellas, y'all just thinking that it be us. But did you start off with a 6 and you was looking like
a snack?
Adonis and who else? Back in the day, the good listen, when they had for all y'all that know what Mr. G's was and what was up in Mr. G's,
I never
did
went
you
there.
start off looking like one of them dudes in Mr. G's? Now you're sitting up here looking like Mr. Peabody. Is that what happened? See, we got to figure out.
Or did he forget about her needs? Because y'all got a bad habit of forgetting about our needs, so you could roll over and go to sleep.
Right, you just, now
you forgot to
right,
make
you
sure
like,
she went.
Wait, what?
What is it? He forgot to make sure she went. Owie, owie, owie.
Ow,
You forgot about that.
Baby. Oh, so you ain't heard that in months. But you just gonna get off.
You think somebody just wants you to keep rolling on top of them and you ain't making them happy.
He just got on top of me and did his business. You're not gonna just be getting on me and doing your business.
No, sir.
And then going to sleep. What you thought this was?
Hunching season.
Adrian is saying he got a hand LMA and they should communicate to why she doesn't want to. You are absolutely, let him abuse himself until he figure out what he did. So, sir, first of all, you got to figure out what you did to not be getting it. Okay. That's the first thing. You got to figure that out. Listen, let's sit down. Have a conversation.
Communication.
Because there's a reason why you're not getting it. And now here's another reason. But we can, like, fellas, which y'all don't know about women. She could give it to you and somebody else in the same day. I'm just gonna say. So like
I know if my woman, no, you don't. It's a muscle, honey.
So just understand that women don't typically like tap out like that, and that's
we
why
can give you as many as our body can take in a day,
and and then still come and she be ready, hallelujah for you. So but in a rare event, she could be juggling somebody else. But
he wore that thing out. Nah, that first one had to wear that thing out. He put the flute flops and the schlong dong on her.
Man, he knocked that transmission out.
She said, I'm just going to go take a shower. I'm tired.
I'm just going to go sit on the yoni stick because So, fellas, and she come right in and she just need a yoni bath and she just
where you going? I'm going to take a hot bath.
Let me just take a steam bath.
I need the soak. She done walked in the door and that thing still going. Doom, doom.
Listen, he done gave that thing a headache, okay? No, he gave it a migraine. That's what she needed.
She forgot her name. You lucky she remember where she live at.
So that could
be a part of the problem.
That could be a part of the problem. But I as you can see, I'll put that all the way down at the bottom because, I don't want that to be the first thing that you think of, because
Jay said you ain't giving it to me because you was getting a foo-fops put on you somewhere else.
Because it's like more than likely you've done something. That's the most likely. It's something has happened. Or listen, and with nowadays with social media, get it from that broad who picture that you can't stop liking on social media. Get it from that B that's always complimenting you, and you sitting up here cheesing like you got a stack up in your pocket. See, so it's communicate. Let's communicate. Let's communicate. Let's communicate. Let's communicate. Ladies, you cannot put the hoo-ha on lockdown and expect him to still be there and expect him to not want to go out like after a certain amount of time if he hasn't figured out, because I know a lot of times I'm guilty. You want them to be the mind reader. He know what's wrong with me. He know what he did. No, ma'am, you're crazy. We're crazy.
Because he
and
has
they
no
don't
idea.
know. He don't know what he did. So just put him out of his misery and tell him what he did so he can apologize or apologize, and then you can go back to busting that thing wide open.
The honest truth is they don't really know all of our personalities, the multiple personalities that live in us.
I'm just trying to tell them.
Ladies, let's just be honest with ourselves. We ain't really came out the bag. Now, we may have came out of one bag, but it's about 15, 16, 17, maybe about 30 bags up in there. And he love you for about 10 of them. But a couple of them, he don't know, because you done shot him in the eye, but it didn't really come out. She went back, and then the other one was like, nah, not this time. It ain't that bad.
That part. See, so y'all have to know who you married to. You got to know who you coupling up with. But see, again, we don't, that's what I'm saying. The problem is we ain't taking the time to get to know all these people. And y'all say it's representatives. No, it's not really representatives. You just haven't scratched the surface of, well, I wouldn't really say that because it's not the dominant personality. You got that personality disorder. You got to figure out what personality is in orbit.
But that's because in the beginning, it's the representative personality. It's the one that's like, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to eat my food with a fork. I'm just going to eat a little bit. I ain't going to let him know that I could kill this whole plate. Though I really, really want to eat this whole cheeseburger and it's bigger than my face. Or, I want to eat all of it because, it's not ladylike to clean your plate. You don't want to let him know that you really drink 40 ounces.
and y'all,
or you could throw back 3 bottles of wine by yourself. You don't want to let him know that you snore. He might not want you to know that he got sleep apnea and got sleep with that machine on his face. The representative is here to let you know that I am good, baby.
No, ladies, y'all just got to let them know. See, I like to show them like the side that can be scary. I like to show them that first. No. So just in case, because it's like at this point in life, we are going through the sorting process. So you got to know if you can't listen, if you ain't army strong, you can't deal with this personality. You're not going to be able to. This is survival of the fittest, okay? This is survival of the fittest. Are you with me?
If you can survive my representative and the next couple of levels of personalities I'm going to give you, I think you fine. Because the survival of the fittest, you don't want to know her. I will say it, and I mean it. Leave her and her where they are.
Hey, Mama Marie, how you doing?
Hey, Mama.
No.
We already gave your shout out. You late. Told you I was coming.
We need to get for me, like I say, my representative. I want to.
All you gotta do is sit them at the dinner table with everybody. That's all you gotta do. If they could handle the dinner table of the Vance sisters, if they can handle the table, then I think they good. I think this dude is the perfect fit if he could just have dinner with y'all.
Man, I'm telling you, listen, sometimes I can't listen.
I'm just saying, if he could survive all, like I survived y'all. I need a TV show. Like we can have a TV show. Surviving your mama daughters. It is a lot.
Woo, child, I'm telling you.
To be in one place Because if you could survive me, my mama, and my sister, oh, bless you.
Bless your love.
Bless your heart if you could survive the three of us.
You can't
in one place.
You cannot come up. Listen, you cannot come around my family if you are sensitive.
If you can't stand loud noises in your ear, because we all talk loud.
If you can't stand somebody loud and it sound when they talking and they loud and it sound like they arguing, if you can't stand that type of communication, we are definitely not the bunch for you, because it's gonna sound like it's some ruckus going on and we just up in there just kicking and having the fun. Now listen, now I will say this: you got to kind of follow my lead, because I be looking. I know who the suspects are, and I know when ish get real. Yes. I know which ones. Now I'm like, woo! Now this is an argument. This ain't no longer a conversation. So when you start seeing me pack my stuff up, just know this is now the real one done came, and now it's time to shift the dynamics. But look, let's not be holding out on,
holding out on the nookie. You punishing yourself. I ain't got time to be punishing myself to punish him.
Like,
I'm how you punish him? You whip it on him real good, then walk away, make him lay there. Which one of them movies where she whipped it on him and he laid there?
Oh, he was Boomerang. He was like, she brought the hoe out of him. She turned him. He was hubby.
He didn't know what to do. He was just like
and then she left him $200
on the table. That's what you do to him.
And that's what you do. You put it, and then guess what? Get up and go sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
Don't let him cuddle you, because he gonna think that you was forgiving him. Now
ain't no spooning.
I'm like, this nut was for me. This wasn't for you. This was for me.
Yes.
And I get mad and I get up before he get in.
Look, as soon as he feel it coming, I'm gonna stop.
I'm like,
you gonna hear
you won't be having
that one
here today.
Let it roll down. Let it go down.
Be shooting up the club up in here today. That's what you got to do.
That's what you do. Y'all got to put your petty little bell hat on.
Yes, Lord.
It's so easy to tell somebody, no, you can't have it. That's easy. He gonna go around there, get him a magazine, and juke. He gonna get it out if he gotta get it out one way or the other.
Yeah,
but if you get up there and I'm talking about just treat him like a dog.
You come back. Don't quit playing on me. Quit playing. You already quit.
And then leave him laying there.
Leave him right there.
Wet. Don't even bring him a towel.
And he ain't gonna be able to get up because it's his kids is stuck.
Don't bring him a towel, girl. Go get in the shower and go get on the couch.
I'm going. Where you going? I'm going to work. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to work. I'm going here early.
I don't even want to be around you no more. Don't call him on your lunch break. Don't even call him. Just leave him laying there, feeling like somebody made you feel a long time ago.
That's what I'm saying. Leave him in a wet spot.
Yes,
that's
leave him.
Leave him there. But don't withhold it, because listen,
you gotta get when you hold that stuff up in there, we feel pressure too.
Yes,
we need to release.
Don't deprive yourself.
That stuff build up in us, and that's why a lot of women is walking around angry, because you didn't release,
and you have all the toxic in your stomach. Yeah. That's why all of that. That's why. Look, I'm going ahead and go to the next topic. Your mama on here. My mama probably on here.
Girl, my mama gonna call and tell them, let it out. They right. My babies is right, girl. Leave them laying there.
But guys, yes, definitely. Listen, I don't think that to a certain point, depending on how long it goes, then I think that it can, become emotional abuse, because you are withholding rightfully due affection. But you got to bridge that communication in there, and let's figure out what happened, and let's kind of fix it and get that ball back on the roll, and get that ball back in the chain and in the chamber. And y'all go ahead on and let it marinate and do what y'all supposed to do. Now listen, speaking of doing what you're supposed to do.
All right now.
Tonight, guys, we are talking about being willing, and I mean willing, you got to be, to I can't say it all. Every now and then the word gets stuck in my throat and I'm not able to say it, because sometimes, just sometimes, the struggle be real, but you got to be willing.
Come on now, you could
to submit.
Come on. There you go.
You got to be willing to submit. Now, listen, the reason why it's saying willing, because it's a choice. We choose, we make a decision. And some of us say, you know what? I'm going to listen to this man. I'm going to do. And some of us got to talk to ourselves more than others.
I got to talk to myself.
I'm going to listen to this man. I'm going to submit because that's what I signed up for. I said I do at the altar. Now, Lord,
submit is not going to be in my vow.
I don't think that he's always right, Lord, but you put him here, and I said I do. So I'm going, and for those that didn't say I do,
let me just tell you right now, obey nor submit will be in my vow.
Obey.
I will be just like that lady that was on there. She said we didn't talk about that in therapy, and you could just pass that one, sir. She told the pastor that. She said we didn't talk about that in therapy.
I saw that clip. I was just like, sir, this is you got the so this is why these conversations
tell your dog to submit and obey. Ain't no animal.
All right, this is why this conversation, this got to be had before you get up in there at the altar, because
my submission is submission as a lady to allow you to be the man and for me to be a woman. But y'all take this word submit that you supposed to treat me like Eddie Murphy treated old girl when he said bark like a dog and she said arf, and he said bark like a big dog and she said whoo, and he said hop on one leg and she out there telling me so whoo. No, we're not doing that.
Well, this is why I have what according to an online source.
Let me hear it, because I might be wrong.
Just done gave you.
I might be wrong. I don't even know what it means.
According to an online source, submitting is to accept or yield to a superior force or to the authority or will of another person.
A lie.
That's what it means. It means to submit and to yield, to accept authority of a superior force or authority of the will of another person. So submitting.
Not today.
What he says, what he desires,
don't that go against what the Bible and the Quran and all those things
No,
say?
It doesn't. It said he got to submit to God. Husbands submit to God. As wives, you submit to your husband. See, that's what I'm saying.
I gotta look this stuff up.
So the husband submits to God, and so then the wife submits to the husband, and she falls in line because the husband is submitting to God. See, that's for the Christians. Now, I don't know what they say in the Quran.
I'm glad I ain't
and
there.
The reason why I know, because listen, I was almost there where I had to submit, but I looked, I said, Lord, I don't even respect this brother. I can't go through with this, Lord. I'm not gonna submit. I'm not gonna do right. So he said, sister, listen, you go back out there for the single streets. She's not ready. Put her back out there. And guess what? That's where I'm at. I tucked my wedding dress in and I came on back.
Did you?
I skated right on up out of there, skated right from, and now here I am. But that was, I've learned. Okay. I've learned. But when you're talking about marital submission, it's when a wife voluntarily and willingly chooses to submit herself under her husband's leadership and authority in their marriage. So it's willing. You have to be willing to do it. It's nothing that a man can force his wife to do. And a lot of people, when you're talking in the forms of relationship, and we're like, okay, well, submit. I'm not his wife. So I don't have to submit. I mean, I get that. But at some point, I'm like, okay, if you're not willing to listen and yield, why are you in a relationship? I don't know. What do you think about that? It's for women that are not married, but they're in committed relationships, and they like, who you think he's talking to? Who he talking to? Like
that's what I like to know. Who you think you're talking to?
Even if it's not in a disrespectful.
I wouldn't care if you was my husband. You better watch how you talk to me. I think that it's the word itself.
And
It's
why do
the
we get
word.
offensive
I
by
think
submit?
because it's the way that you
See, I'm
the
itching.
way you just described it, the way the word submit is put out there of an authority figure. That's like my parents are my authority figures. I listen to my parents. And now I done got out my parents' household. And because I love this man and we get married, you are now my authority over me. So then where does it's like the battle has to be picked. Are we equals or are you my authority and I'm below you?
So Cedric is saying you have to be equally yoked. One
You gotta pick a
relationship,
battle.
one union, one body, one voice. However, it's like my thing is this: there has to be a boss. So who's running, and who is the point person
And see,
of
that's
this
the
family?
thing is, it's like, why does there have to be a boss? Each one of us have a role. And my role is within the household. So if I'm the woman and I run the household and how the household is ran, because if I don't run the household is chaos. I got to get everybody up for work, for school, wash clothes, cook food, make sure food in the house, all these things that are my role or my, thing that I do as the wife. The male is protector, provider, supporter,
Leader.
So whatever. Okay. So in that meaning of saying you support, you provide, you protect us, you gonna go out there, you're gonna make sure that we are secure. You're making sure nobody's coming into this house. Because you're protector and provider doesn't make you the ruler or the leader. Just because I'm over here making sure the house is in order, it doesn't make me the ruler or the leader. Marriage is supposed to be a partnership. We working together. I'm bringing to the table my talents and what I've learned in life and what I do, and you're bringing the same thing. But that it is just like all tomfoolery to me. I'm sorry. You can't sit up here and say it's a partnership. It's a marriage. A marriage is a partnership. But in this partnership, I have no say. I have no input. I have nothing. I just got to be a woman and go sit down over there and shut up. That's not even how our households were ran. All of this stuff was put in on us through this feminist movement that I still don't. Well, I finally learned why we were a part of it, but that's another conversation. But that whole submitting and obeying, somebody wrote a book and told y'all to say that, and y'all just roll with it.
So Cedric is saying you make vows to your partner. Y'all make a covenant before God. And Leo is saying, I will submit when you submit. And he also says, who should submit first? And he says, it's not 50-50. It's 100-100.
Come on. It's 100-100. If it's 100-100, we battling over who's a leader when we supposed to be working together. We're battling over who's in charge. Now, do I respect my man? Yes. Am I going to listen to what he say to me? Yes. But every leader also listens to the followers. But we get so caught up and I'm the leader, I'm the man, shut up and listen to me. Okay, well, I have maybe what I'm saying might work a little bit better than what you're saying because what you're doing not working. But you're not going to listen to me because I'm supposed to submit to you. This is why households fail, because we don't want to work together. We don't want to talk things out with each other and figure it out, opposed to having these authoritative roles. Oh, I'm in charge. I'm the man. You're supposed to just sit in the car and shut up and let me drive. So we just going to ride around in a circle for an hour. And I saw which way we were supposed to win. I actually been this way before. I know this route. But you don't want to listen to me because you're the man. And I made you feel less than a man because you don't want to take directions because I said turn right, babe.
And see, here's the thing. This is why I believe that really communicating. See, when you are talking about getting married and just being in committed relationships, everybody, we got to make sure that we are on the same page. Like Cedric was saying, you have to be equally yoked. You got to talk about what marriage looks like to you. What is marriage? What does the confounds of your relationship, what does your marriage look like to you? Because again, hearing how Lady Lotus describes it, my vision and my thinking is different. Like, again, submitting is not, and I don't feel like it doesn't make me feel inferior. It used to. Okay. I used to listen. I was breaking out in halves. I couldn't even say it. But once I understood, submitting doesn't mean that I don't have a voice. Submitting doesn't mean that, oh, you just sit down and shut up. It doesn't mean that.
It doesn't mean that, but some people take it that
And,
way.
and for those that take it that way, they don't know the meaning of it, and we're not submitting. Now you being a dictator,
Exactly.
like some of these people. So it's just like, you got to understand, okay, when somebody is asking you, or when somebody is putting you in position to submit, versus when somebody is trying to put you in position where they have dictatorship over you, like you have rule over
Right.
me, you have control over me, like I just don't have an opinion, I don't have anything. That's not what submitting is.
Right.
And that's why I think a lot of women have a problem with submitting, is because a lot of us are confusing it, and a lot of men are too, confusing being submissive and submitting to dictatorship. Like,
Right.
I lose my identity because I'm submitting. No. You're the captain, I'm the co-captain. Like, we're not both captains. Somebody got to be, you the president, I'm the vice president. Both of our roles are equally as important, but you are the head, like you're the forefront. So if you need some assistance and this thing is going off track, then it's my job to come in and listen
and help out.
Because guess what? I'm watching what you do. So you doing everything right, and you got your stuff in order. So guess what? I'm following suit.
Exactly.
So now I'm able to pick up the slack because you a good leader. So now you putting out all that good leadership issue, you handling everything. So I know what to do because I'm watching you. So that works both ways.
Yes.
It works in a good way and it works in a bad way, because if I see you moving sloppy and I see you moving wrong, guess what? I'm moving sloppy and I'm moving wrong, and our whole thing is going to fall, because guess what? You, as the leader, you did not set a good foundation for this relationship. You didn't set the foundation for the marriage. So that's why it's in the situation that it's in.
Another part of that to me is even as the leader, we all don't know everything. We all don't have 100% the answers. And sometimes as the leader, like you said, it's okay to ask the co-captain. It's okay as the man to say, "Hey, babe, I'm falling short in this area." My thing in some issues with submitting is, honestly, I don't think women have issues with submitting. I don't think we have issues with following suit. The problem is the person that is in front of us. You haven't shown me that you're a good leader.
Absolutely. And
you
that
have
is
not
totally the
shown
problem.
me that I can let down my rank of, like, sometimes you got to look at a person's life and where they've been in life and where we are and at the ages that we are now. Are you dealing with a woman who's been on her own all her life, pay her bills, taking care of everything by herself, and you want to instantly be in this relationship and expect her to instantly just take all of everything that she's been doing off and let it fall to the floor? Now, trust me, she want to do it.
But it's gonna be hard.
It's not gonna be hard if you're showing her, I got you. You're a leader. And she's looking at you and she's like you said, I'm looking at how you handling business. I'm looking at how you move. But if I'm watching you handling all this business and you doing all these things, but I'm still over here doing everything that I've been doing by myself, how do I submit? Because I'm still doing everything by myself. Now, if you showing me, okay, let's slowly but surely start taking some of this weight off of you, no matter what that weight is. It could be my mental weight. What you need mentally. What do you want? What can I do to you to make your mental feel better? You're starting to make me feel safe. You're starting to make me feel comfortable, where I can take these coats off one by one. Not being submissive is still, it's like a wall to me. It's a wall that's up. And once that woman is comfortable enough to say, you got me, you gonna take care of me the way the person in her life that just took care of her so well. She trusts her heart, body, and soul. She will start pulling them leaves off, what they call them, like a rose. The petals is just falling off. Easy.
Leo is saying follow suit. Tell them, Jay, and it's 100. That's what Leo is
100,
saying.
100.
And Cedric is saying it's like a chessboard. The king controls the game, but the queen is the most powerful piece on the board.
The
If you
protected
lose
piece.
one, you pretty much lose the game. And that's why if we understand that, we don't understand that we can't get intimidated by the king, because we can't get intimidated because, like you said, with the game of chess, the king controls the board. So he's like out in the forefront, but the powerful force is the queen.
One can't work without the other. You can't have the king on the board without the queen. And the queen ain't nothing without the king. So we all need each other.
But here's what, to piggyback on what you said also, Lady Lotus, I think the big part of why a lot of women are not willing to submit is because you not showing her she can submit to you.
And it doesn't mean you're not a good man. It doesn't mean that you're not a good provider. It's just the way you moving is not allowing her to feel like you really got me.
You got this,
like
or
you giving me money. Hey, that's smooth. That's good. You taking me here, you taking me there, whatever. That's good. But as long as I am in control of everything that's going over here, and you haven't stepped in to take this power off of me, you haven't stepped over here and took this leader hat off my head.
Right.
I'm moving like a leader. I'm still making the decisions and the choices.
A lot of this becomes, again, when women feel safe, when women feel safe, when they feel secure, when they feel solidified, that's when you'll see the difference. You don't have to tell her to submit. You don't have to tell her anything, because you're going to set the tone for the relationship, and you're going to see all of that start to just fall off naturally, because you've created that atmosphere. But if you have a woman in the atmosphere where she has to constantly stay on guard, you're not going to get submission. And here's the thing. A lot of y'all, let's get this straight. Y'all want women to submit, and you want them to go 50-50. Okay. Listen. You got to make a decision for those households that are set up, and you just want to go 50-50 because that's just what you want, and you can really take care of the whole thing, and some other things can be delegated over here. You got to choose your poison, because sometimes you can't, expect her to give her whole check or be given the equal amount of the check, but then you make all the decisions and she don't have no say. No,
it don't work
you
that way.
You got to choose your poison, sir. And here's the thing. If I go 50-50, I'm talking back. I'm just going to say, I'm talking back. And see, that's why the Lord has me over here in this season of getting myself together, because you can't be how you talk. Like I know the pastor probably saying, Sister Jay, I talk to you about the pastor. I'm listening. That's why I'm able to say the word. Okay. I'm able to follow suit.
See, the thing is you have been through recovery. You know what it is. What's the first step of recovery? Admitting. You know, you have admitted, you know what it is. You can speak it and you visually see it. Now I need you to work with me and not against me.
Yes, please. Amen. So
say it again.
Amen.
Work with me and not against me.
Amen. Cedric is saying every move has to be mutually calculated. And this is true. So when you talk about being willing to submit, again, I believe that submission, it starts with the man. It starts with you, sir. So if she's not acting or giving you what you feel that you need, as far as her following suit, and you're setting the tone, what kind of atmosphere are you creating? What foundation have you set for the relationship? You got men out here wanting women to submit, and they don't even know, are we in a relationship? Are we friends with benefits? What are we doing? But you have all these requirements. So let's go back. We need to communicate. We need to be on one accord. And then you need to be, like Cedric said, we need to be on like mind. But in order to have a woman to be able to submit, fellas, you have to create the atmosphere and make it an atmosphere in which she can willingly walk in and be willing to submit.
Woo!
Guys, listen. Woo!
Yes.
Woo! That part. Drop them bars. Go to YouTube, like and subscribe to our channel there, the J Spot Radio. Guys, listen, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Again, please do me a favor. Go to our page and like our page at the J Spot. Follow us on Twitter at J Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled
Jaye.
for all three. While you're at it, guys, go right around the corner. Please go to YouTube, like and subscribe to our channel, the J Spot Radio. Turn on the notification bells there. Go to TikTok, like and follow us there, the J Spot. Jaye. Guys, until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Peace out. Good night, everybody. Good night.